Today we're going to work on our own glass project, our fused glass piece. So the first thing I do is whatever type of glass tile you have, we can trace around it. That gives you a good idea of what you have to work with. Take the glass off. If you're somebody that likes to work with details and you want to play around with the glass for a little while, what you might want to do is somewhat draw it out. Now if you look at the glass shards, you can tell the glass shards have different angles. So drawing something with curves is probably not going to work quite as well. If you make something with a curve, you're going to have to use lots of the little crumbs, and you can do that by connecting those together and making your piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little groundwork here, and then maybe work on some kind of a mountain here, just like this. Pretty simple. And then for up here, what I might want to do is add just a few layers of glass in there, just to give a real basic configuration of what kind of design I want to make. Now, you're not required to do any kind of drawing. You can just simply lay the glass right on top of here and spray it down, of course, right before that, and you can just make some kind of pattern of your own design. There's no certain order that you have to do. What I'm going to start with is the bottom piece. This one happens to be the right size, and let's say I'm somebody that likes to play around with the ideas first. So I'm going to make it on the paper. This is why we make the drawing, one of the reasons. Now, I like some of these colors because it looks kind of like a mountain. Now I can cut the glass. Remember, we went over either a cup like this, or I can place it over the plate like that. And I can cut my mountains. There's the first mountain. Now I can work on another one, trying to fit it in there. That one's a little small. This one might be just about right. So what I'm going to do, cut the glass here, and I can add it right there. It's okay to have a little bit of space in there. When something is fired, things will soften up a little bit, and the glass starts to move together just a little bit. You're going to have some of those gaps filled in. Now I have some smaller mountains I can create. So let's say, now that's pretty small. What I can do though is I can add another piece, and maybe this one fits right in here, and then I can add my last piece. So what color would I choose? I'm going to use this here, cut it there, somewhere here. Now let's say it's not quite fitting. If you cut your piece and it's not quite fitting the way you want it to, that'll work for me. What you can do is take them off and you can start to look for other pieces. That's exactly why we make it on the paper first. So paper is important if you like to move it around, if you're very meticulous when you design things. Now the top, I can just start to add pieces here, just like that. Maybe there's a big one piece there, and I can add a piece here. And maybe that's fine. Maybe I want to have some of those gaps and I'll add some of the sand. Now, I know I'm ready for transferring it over to my glass. I want lots and lots of hairspray. Lots and lots of hairspray on your piece is very essential. Now I can take the pieces, maybe move this over just a little bit, and I can start to transfer things. And once I transfer things, if it takes you a while to move it all over, what you might have to do is use an additional round of hairspray. You can hardly overdo the hairspray. It's better to have too much than too little. There is no such thing as really too much hairspray. Now I'm going to add the glass. Now this piece hangs off just a bit, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it, make it fit, and then add these pieces here. Now what I can do, spray it again, make sure everything's covered, and then I can add the sand. So this is a very, very contemporary piece. Now what is good to do is place your glass back on the paper, and then with some kind of writing tool, write your name and your last name. Now this really helps. You can take a picture to remember which one is yours in case anything is ever lost, and I will do the same. Now when you're transferring it, you can take it off of here. In your tub, just include your name, and I will make sure everything is brought back just to your certain box. So this is the finished piece that I have. Lots of hairspray. It dries within about 10 minutes, and it is ready to be loaded up. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed it.